Episode of Ian as a Weirdo. Today I'm just trying to survive. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of not being able to sleep, and it's very frustrating. So I'm going to just, you know, do some stuff around the yarn, Great Hall of Yarn, and we're just gonna see what I can get done. Um, so right now I'm working on the blindfold, and I have some thoughts. Also, I don't know where my red went. Like half of the color, I don't know where it um is. So I'll have to find my red. But so I'm thinking I'm just gonna do two folded in half, or one folded in half, um, piece for the blindfold, and I'm gonna switch colors halfway through so that it has some kind of like fun appearance to it. And then that clip you hear right there, is apparently part of the Addy experience. So sorry, it's annoying. It annoys me. Um, this machine is barely usable because of it. I am very sensitive to sound, and I should wear my loops. I have these. There's this brand called Loop, and they make kind of like they're kind of like earbuds, but you can hear a little bit more through them. They kind of like muffle like a lot of like outside sounds. So if you get like over stimulation with sound, they can help you out a lot. So I'm just going through and shaking the table. The table's on carpet, so sorry. It's just kind of what it is. And then I don't know. Okay, so one thing keeping me up is I read a lot, and usually I'll read more than I have been lately. But I read a lot, and the stories that I was reading tonight were like left on a cliffhanger and like really sad, and just like kind of like I just kind of don't know how to like take some. Sometimes it like takes some processing before you can be like left on like that kind of cliffhanger. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to stretch the yarn. Try to get some of the dog hair out here instead of having to clean it out later. So this is about how thick it is when it is stretched out. And the thicker something is, the more you need of it to tie it. Just like as a general rule. So if it was like, you know, a finger, width, then you wouldn't need as much to tie it. But if you have something this big, then you're probably going to need a fair amount to tie it. So let's just kind of get some preliminary measurements because I actually haven't really done this. So I'm going to just go in front of my eyes around the back of my head just as like a okay, so I have 22 and a half. I don't know if that's big or not. It feels big, like, because a lot of hats don't fit me. So I like to go through the machine, like through the center of the machine, to measure, um, because you can say like, oh, blank stitches is always this many inches, but you never really know because like the yarn and like the stretchiness of it and everything, you never know. So okay, so I'm bringing it down to the edge of the thing, and so it looks like it's about at 13 inches right now. So let me so I was like 22 and a half around, and that means that I need to be 11 and a quarter just to fit around. So 13 is a little bit past my head. Like I said, I feel like it needs to be like, I think I have like just like a gut feeling that I might need like, I was thinking 6, but I'm thinking like 8 right now. Yeah, okay, I think it needs to be 8 inches. So we're gonna go for 19 inches to get a good like fit for everyone and lots of room to tie. Because I mean, this is yarn, it doesn't hurt to lay on. A knot doesn't feel comfortable to lay on, but at least then we will know that we're good. Hello, welcome in. I can't sleep once again, even though I kept my my naps to a minimum. I still just can't. Sorry about the shaking. It's this knitting machine on this bubble table. So I'm using a hot pink from Red Heart Super Saver, and I'm just going for 19 inches. I'm making a blindfold, so I'm making like a kinky set. And I already made the wrist restraints, and now I'm making the blindfold. The blindfold is probably the easiest part. I just got to get the measurements right so it's easy to tie, because I didn't really want to hand crochet parts for this, because I hand crocheted parts for the wrist restraints and I'm just over it. So we're just working with the measurements that the knitting machine gives us. I'm using an Addy 22. I haven't counted the pins, but okay. So I don't think we're quite at 19 yet. I think I still got a little bit to go, but it can't hurt to check periodically. It's easier to like add more than take away. So I'm gonna stretch it out again, because like the stitches do get condensed. So you want to make sure you're stretching out, because that's where it's actually gonna lay. So let me go up the bottom and pull this through. Okay, and we are at 17 right now. So I'm just gonna keep my tape measure in here and see if this works. Oh no, it's like turning my tape measure. Okay, this is bad. Okay. Let's see if we can get to 100 and see where that puts us, because 17 was like 90. Okay, so we're coming around the mountain, and we're gonna, okay, we just hit 100 and we're gonna finish that row. Okay, let's see. So here we are. at 100. I'm gonna stretch it out. I'm gonna hand puppet it. Now make sure you don't take your waste yarn off, because you're gonna need that. It's a lot easier to sew up the end and not miss any stitches that way, so be very wary of that. Okay, and so we are actually like just about at 19 inches. So 100 rows is what we're gonna do. Let me go find that red. I'm gonna take this as a piece of evidence, because I have a couple reds. Is this it? I thought I used my red heart, but this is matching perfectly, and I remember this piece was because I put it there on accident. Okay, so to switch up the colors, you're gonna need your snippies, of course, and you're gonna cut, and you're not gonna need to too terribly let's leave a long tail just in case, can't hurt. So I'm gonna do about 12 inches, and then I'm gonna switch my color. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way. This is pretty in pink, just so you know. Lydia, if you're watching this, I did look up on the Walmart site, and I did see the fall color. It does look quite a bit like this, but these colors are just a little bit more vibrant. The fall colors from Walmart are a little bit more like this section, where they're just a little bit darker, but it's a really good, like, it's really good. I think I'm gonna go get some, even though I said I wouldn't buy any more yarn. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna switch colors out of the thing. Make sure you don't pop off of that last peg, and then you're gonna come up and you're going to go in the tensioner and go in there, click it, hold it down while you are winding around, because we want to make sure that these stay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do, once I get kind of halfway around, I like to do my knots, because like you can do them too early and they can be too tight, but with this they tend to be the right size. And I still don't tie them super tight, but they got tie them tight enough where they're not gonna just like slip apart. So let's just turn. So this is Mainstay's red, and it's 100% acrylic yarn. What is going on? Okay, there we go. So you want to be a little bit slower when you first start out with a new color, just because you can still have problems when you change colors with like tension, with anything. So always be careful. You don't want to piss your machine off because it's already ornery. So okay, so let's see what's going on here. Just the beginning of the row. Okay, so now I'm gonna go full out, and we'll do 100 rows. I also like to take, you can see that my left hand is over here. I like to kind of take my hand and create a little tension with the yarn in addition to what the tensioner creates, because the tensioner doesn't create a lot of tension on like it doesn't have like a baseline tension. Well, that's not what I mean to say. It just like it could be a little tighter on a 4 weight yarn. If you look at the kind of hole that it comes up through, a 4 weight yarn is going to have room to spare. So I like to just kind of add this additional tension, and things work out for me just fine in the 2 days I had this. Okay, so now as I'm starting to use more of the yarn is getting more loose, so I am just pinching the yarn and letting it flow through, but again, it's just adding more tension. Oh, what is going on? I think it's just, it's this piece down here that's feeding down the center of the machine and out, just wants to turn and like tangle, and that's kind of causing some issues. So we're learning to deal with each other just to get the knots out before they feed through the tensioner. My arm is so tired. I'm only 28 there. I'm so sorry that this is like a really wobbly table too. I don't know how to make it less wobbly. This is like watching like the Blair Witch Project with like a little less knot. Okay, so got another little knot, just a tiny little one, but important to get out before things run through your machine. And we're just going to keep on going and going and going and going. Wow, these have a lot of knots in them. Okay. So yeah, I'm just getting this out. I did read one like happy ending, like things actually went okay and like they lived happily ever after and like that kind of thing. Read one, so that was good. Cause like and it was like the kind of like thing was, I guess it's not over, but like this like big secret's supposed to be like revealed, and like they had been like hinting at it from like the very beginning, so it wasn't really like a surprise or anything, but at least there was like one like happy like, oh, there's like true love and like all that. At least there was that, because like the other ones were like a breakup after a 6-year relationship, and like what was the other one? Oh, the other one was like, I'm not even gonna, it's sensitive content, and I fucking I was oh my god, I was so pissed and just like devastated. Just, oh god. So yeah. Go. Start feeding it a little bit more. One of the things I don't like as much about the Addy, pretty much the only thing that I don't like. Well, first, I don't like that clicking. It's very bothersome to me and very like Okay, it's just too much. Like you have this like the pins moving, and then you have like the clicking and stuff like that. So that's kind of annoying. And then so like I can't show you right now because it's kind of right out of frame, but the handle that you use to turn um, for the Centro, it's like a crank. For the Addy, it's kind of like it starts as like a crank handle, and then it has a wheel. So the wheel turns too, which is supposed to like apparently help you, but it seems to be doing the opposite and like hurts my hand more because my hand is like constantly like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I just complain too much. I really hope this works after doing all this work. So let's see, we're at 152, so we have to get to 200, and then we have to do some waist yarn, which I have lined up already. I have to say, I'm very impressed by the mainstay yarn. I didn't have high hopes for it because, like, the same people who were saying that mainstay was soft were saying that Red Heart Super Saver was soft, and I was like, I don't think so. um, but it actually is like, you know, I literally have it side by side with Super Saver, and I know everyone's like Super Saver, you have to wash it, and it gets softer. But this yarn is actually softer. It's kind of like you put some fabric softener in with Super Saver, and I think that's kind of where it gets you. Like it's still not the softest yarn, but it's a good value yarn that is pretty soft. So I tried to make one of those like they've shown that I've seen them all over TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and wherever. Um, they're fidgets that are made out of yarn that are crocheted, and it's like one loop that like goes through another. Um, and I have been wanting to try to make one, and I was like, hey, this might be a good thing to make for the scrap exchange. So I tried to make one, and it ended so horrifically horribly that I just was like, I hate this entire category of things I can crochet. Like, it was that annoying, and it like hurt my wrist, and it just was like, it was not the tea. It was not the tea by any means. Um, so yeah, so I'm working on this. I am hoping that my plan for taking up the nose works. I think it should. I don't really see why it wouldn't, but you know, I've been wrong before. It's happened, so we'll see. Now we're seeing my skein deflate, which means I need to put it on the my yarn spinner and spin that up. So we'll get to where we need to get, and then we'll get off this ride. These colors really are cute together. It is very Valentine's Day, but I think they're very cute and feminine in a way that like a lot of like sex aids and toys and things, that they're not, a lot of these things are like black, and not that I have a problem with the color black. Mind you, I love and pretty much prefer that, but I think to make it stand out, make it fun, um, I um, I wanted to try some like different colors, and really I just picked the first holiday that would be applicable. I don't know. Okay. Well, everything's shaking. Okay. Not even my laptop's shaking. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, so we are almost there. Also, I found this one fidget that is, it was by the same person who did the hand fidget, so I'm really like nervous to take their advice, but they did one of those like it's a big triangle, but it's got a bunch of little like pieces, like 6 pieces I think, and you like can turn it in and out and like stuff like that, and it's supposed to be like very like soothing, and apparently you can make it in just one like push of like one like long strip of this, which is super cool. So I'm definitely going to try that, but I'm not going to put a lot of expectations on it, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'm at 190. We're almost there. Okay, 195. Okay, and so we're just gonna finish this row, and we are at 200. Thank God. I know I'm dramatic, but it just is what it is. I don't know what you want me to do. Okay, so we're gonna also make sure we have a long tail here. I'm gonna go with about 12 inches. And I'm gonna also, I mean, unless you wanna fuck this, you're very girthy. We're gonna wind it up so that we can actually store it and not just have it be a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna take this out of the tensioner. You know how it goes. I'm gonna pull down so that we can go in here. Okay. And the scrap yarn does not need to be long. It just needs to, it doesn't need to be long before you start having it go through pins. And I just like to do like a little knot, even though like I know I'm gonna have to like undo it almost immediately. I just don't like having my stitches come out before I want them to. So with this, I just crank, and you can crank until you can't crank no more, or you can crank until you get to a stopping point. So I am at 1. So I am just going to use that, and I'm going to pull it off. Try not to fuck up the waste yarn too much. And I have my, this is, okay, this is really big. Okay, Yeah, because you have it on both sides, that extra length on both sides. But I think it'll be perfect for tying, like I said, because it's thicker. I don't think we want to have it be um, too big. So really, all I'm thinking is that I want to kind of cinch where the colors meet. So that is what So the cinch part is what's over the nose. Sorry, you said that weird. And the thicker part is over the eye. Because it's double layer, like if we had just done a single layer, with the knitting machine, then it would be pretty easy to see through because it's actually pretty thin. But because we did the double layer, you can't really see through it, so you get that blindfold effect. So I'm gonna take some red yarn. I was hoping it would have like a piece that was like bigger than this, but okay, here is one. Okay. So I'm just gonna weave it back and forth. How do I want to do this? Okay, so I want that to be my place that I'm ending up. So I'm starting in the middle and I'm ending up on the edge. So we're just having the end come out there, and then we're going to go around the outside. Okay, and then pull that through. Try not to pull the other side through. Okay, and pull that through. And then we are going to go to the other side of the thing. So I don't want a knot sitting right here. I don't want that. I want to make sure that it's like comfortable. So I think I had to kind of like finagle how I do this because I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just making up what I'm doing as I go. Um, so then we're gonna kind of just gently pull both ends. And I think I'm gonna take like one side and go through the other. Like I'm gonna just kind of like encircle it. So and I'm just kind of like again kind of pinching it and playing with it. Okay, so And I'm trying not to go through the exact same stitches that I already went through, because if I do, then they'll just pull right out. I need to create some tension. So I'm actually going through the opposite stitches if I can help it. You know, sometimes you can't quite really tell which stitches you went through. So pull that. Okay, and then go through there, go through here, and then I'm going to, I said I didn't want a knot, and okay, so we have like one knot there, you can't feel that. I'm just gonna do 2 knots. Just to secure it, pull that nice and tight, and then snip close to the knot. Okay, so without doing the ends, this is what it looks like. Yeah, I feel like even though there's a lot of bulk in the back, it still wouldn't be like too uncomfortable to lie on. I can definitely see more light on this side, the pink side, but than the other side, I can't really see any light. But it's doesn't matter because it's just like shadows and stuff, anyways. Okay, so now we get to work on the ends. And in theory, these should be not hard, but they always seem to put up a little bit of a fight. Okay, so I'm going to okay, and you just with the ends of the um buckery, whatever, with the ends you just find the matching loop on the other side and you go through that. So and here's one that fell out of the thing. Yeah, well, this sucks. I'm literally just making it up right now because everything fell out of the stitches and now it's a nightmare. This is why you want to leave yourself enough of a scrap yarn to be able to find your stitches. Because it's annoying when you can't. And then you miss them and you have to go back and do it all over again. Okay, so just gonna go this. I really like this red. And like, not that I have any problem with like any reds in particular, but I really like this red. Not only does it feel soft and it's a good value, But it also is just like it's a really like cool hue of red. Like it's kind of got this like blue tone to it, which I really like in a red. I feel like that just looks really nice. So, so yeah. So once I finish these, I'll do all that stuff and try to go to bed again. I don't know. Um, Me and Bed have had a contentious relationship as of late. And I find that pretty rude because I bought it. I bought that bed. Oh, wait. I need to come out of this stitch because I missed a stitch here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going through, we're doing stuff, we're doing things. I know that's a beautiful song. I wrote it just now, actually, which I know is pretty hard to believe because it's so good. But yeah, I did just write it just now. Um, that felt like it pulled through everything, and that makes me really nervous. Oh, shit. Okay, so first of all, wait, wait. Okay, where are we? Where have we gone wrong? And, okay, so we need to go through there. And we. Okay, so we're already going through there. I don't understand. What was your deal? Because you were definitely not acting like you were hooked. And I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate being lied to straight to my face. Like I wouldn't even notice. Okay, so um I'm going all up in and out of the waist yarn, so it might be a real bitch to get loose this time, but you know, I tried. Tried my best. Okay, so we have this yarn sticking out. Let's try to remove this waste yarn and see if and where the problems are. Okay, so I don't understand why it's being so rude, but sure, whatever. Okay, so. Okay, why? 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 Okay, just come on. Oh, just fucking come on. Okay, so I have a knot in the yarn that is being really so. Okay, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. So we're just gonna cut all of you. And we're gonna pull out the excess. Now, I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to do like a straight end or like something a little bit more like this. I think I kind of like this. So I think I want to maybe do it, I don't know, maybe something like this. And I'm just gonna go around and start pulling outside. So I can get this and have like a nice little kind of finish to it. Like the straps might be thick, but at least the ends kind of look a little finished, a little bit like I did something other than just ran it through a machine, because that's really all I did. But not that that's a bad thing. Okay, so, oh no, there's a stitch that's been dropped. So, this is why you need a long tail, because it's always in the fucking final hour that you find that you dropped a fucking stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out there. I'm gonna pull that, oh god. Okay, pull that drop stitch all the way up and then go through it and pull it through a couple times. Okay, so pull that through, and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to just pull through any ends so that they're not sticking out too much. 11th hour, that's what I meant to say. Okay, so now we got it cut and it is folded and nice and neatly hidden within the end of this. So I feel like it looks pretty good like that. I don't hate it. I mean, I could have folded the whole thing up, but I felt like that was like a lot of bulk on the eye, and also I felt like it didn't quite have like the, I don't know, it just didn't have like the vibe of like a full mask of, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and we're just gonna start doing the same thing that we did for the red side. We're gonna do for the pink side. This is still holding. It looks kind of like a headband. I'm sure you could do a headband like this, but it's really simple to do. I know a lot of people do the folded headbands, and those are really cute. But I feel like that was too much bulk for um, what my purpose is. I don't want to crochet. I just want to catch them all. I wish I had a drink. I could go get one. It's not like I'm entertaining a large audience, if you know what I'm saying. So I could do that. Um, what what do I want? I need something that doesn't have caffeine. Don't need any help staying awake. Um, no to low sugar. Um, uh, and let's see. I don't know. That's probably it. But I don't really know what to drink other than water. Um, and um, I can I have to go in where Mel's sleeping to get water, and I don't want to disturb her. So I need to be creative. Ooh, I ate a Topo Chico. That's bubbly water, and it's very tasty. Um, mm, Okay, so we're getting to the end of this. Like I said, you always find out you miss one. If you're me, like I don't know how to not miss one. Um, so I'm going to take that out, and then I'm going to focus on removing the red. You'll also notice that it's kind of yellow at times, so and green. So I ran when I was casting on. I ran out of red thread and a red yarn, and I thought the piece that I had was bigger. So I just like did like tied on like a random piece of scrap yarn that I had, and and then that's what is on here as well. So it's funny because it's red where it's attached, so it's like a perfect gradient um, onto the thing. I predict that we'll have a little trouble getting the scrap yarn off because of the knot, but we'll just play by ear, just kind of do what we did with the other yarn, and just kind of do what we do. Okay, so here is where the red yarn was. Okay, give me your secrets. Okay, so that is there. Oh, Topo Chico so bad now. I should just go get one before I get like angry with this. But once I like settle in on a project, I want to kind of see it through to fruition, unless I lose my sanity first, and then I really need to step back and chill the fuck out. Okay, so kind of reached where my knot is on this side and on this side. So I don't really know what to do. Don't really know where it is. Where is the knot? Okay, there's the knot right there. Okay. Okay. So we'll just pull it up from the knot. Okay, so here we go. Going to pull up like I did on the other side with the red, and I'm going to sew back and forth to kind of make a nice completed looking end. Make it a little neater. I'm using a different technique this time, whatever. Nobody really cares. Okay, so I'm not seeing any major, I'm not seeing any stitches falling through or anything like that. Do have some stitches that aren't laying as flat as others, but I'm not too worried about it. I think once they get stretched and used a little bit, I think um, they should be right as rain. Okay, so I'm going to start moving from the other side and just start pulling through, push and pull, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then we have, you know, do that thing where I pull it through a couple thousand times and then knot it and then tie it underneath. So okay. So there we go. Snip, snip. And we have a functional blindfold. So it's really stretchy, really strong, really breathable. So you don't feel like you have something heavy and whatever sitting on your face. It works perfectly as an blindfold as far as I'm concerned. I can't see shit. And then it should be long enough to tie around your beautiful little head so that you can have the time of your life. Or get, I don't know, what other reasons you would wear blindfold. Not my business. I'm going to go get a Topo Chico and I'll be back to wind this ball of yarn. Isn't that exciting? Okay. Depending on how tired I am, this is a Topo Chico. It's just mineral water. Nothing, I mean, it is kind of fancy, but it's not like fucking anything else. So, um, if I'm not tired, after I wind up that ball, I have this poison sign. It says poison, you're just backwards. And I have been wanting to paint it and do like bubbling like a cauldron. So that's what I want to do. So let me just put these right here. That's how you say here in the South. Chia. I probably should do this one too. So you're getting a twofer on um, shit. So and just unscrewing these. I do like the way that this attaches to the table a lot more than I like the Centro, because Centro did not stick for me. It was infuriating. Okay. So we got this, we got that, we got this, and we got that. Okay, so I have my scrap yarn. Isn't this cool looking? I can't tell which one I like better between the gold, which I got this year, and the rainbow oil spill thing that I got last year. They're both cool. How about that? They both win. So I'm gonna move at least one of them over. Okay. Okay. So I got this Bernat Casa yarn, and it is literally the bane of my existence. It is such a pain in the ass. It's always falling out of like any basket or anything I put it in because it's huge, and it was like the barfiest of all yarn. So just be careful. That's all I'm telling you. I'm telling you what to do. I'm just saying. I guess telling you to be careful is telling you what to do. Okay, I gotta make this big enough. I'm gonna move this away so it's not jostled. Okay, come on, please, just give me a fucking break. Okay, I'm gonna take this off at least. Oh my god, this just is not fitting. Come on. Okay, there we go. Make sure we're a clear distance from the Addy, because the Addy comes first right now, okay? So I am going to I'll take the red yarn first. And so if you haven't used a ball winder before, they're super easy. There's a bunch of different makes and models. Some people like some better. This is the first one I ever bought, and I've loved it. But it also has great reviews. So I have the Knit Picks one, and it does its job. I don't really know what else to say. Although, like, lately it's been like slipping, and I don't really know what that's about. Okay, see, it's just like random knots in it. Maybe there's like a poor quality control at Walmart. Jesus, what the fuck is this? Maybe it's this table. Because when I do it on my here, let me move this. But like, yeah, the table was kind of like not the ledge underneath the bottom of the table was too short. Okay, so okay, it's still moving so much, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are you being such a bitch? More shaking. You thought this was gonna be a smooth ride? Not even a little bit. No reprieve for you. Okay, well, this is like a super fun activity to do with friends, Romans, countrymen. Damn, that water's good. It's like so bubbly. It's like spicy. Scrumptious. So just try, if you're gonna get a knot, try not to let it get all the way through. But it's like, I gotta hold one thing down. Like, Jesus. Ugh. This is a horrible idea. I'm not doing the pink right now. I'm not doing that. I have not the patience for it. Another fucking knot. See, like, how many knots are in this? It's just bananas. And, like, I know they're not, like, permanent, like, you can't crochet with this yarn anymore. But you have to stop what you're doing, and you have to unknot the knot, and you gotta smooth out things, and you gotta make sure your tension's fine again, and all this bullshit. It's like, come on, just fucking work. Work, mama. And then this got stuck around here. Like, that's fucking annoying. Okay, so we're almost done. It's gonna be a pretty big cake, but it was kind of like, oh, okay. So now the cake is too big. Oh. Oh, why won't you work for me? Okay, so... Oh, did the cake get too big? I think it might have. But it's not like, it's not the tightest like ball, but it's, I couldn't keep tension on my string because this fucking thing is like rocking and rolling, fucking all around the place. Okay, let's see where the fuck shit is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take it off the thing, and we're just gonna hand do this, because this has gone too far. So it looks like instead of being too big of a ball, which is what my initial diagnosis was, it was the tension is too low, and it's not like holding the ball together tightly. So it's basically just like it's basically just like not tight enough. So what I'm gonna do, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck it up. I fucked it up. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna hand control the tension. This is a good machine, but like literally nothing can create tension, but because like this is pretty loose, so that the ball or the skein or whatever, like it's literally the only thing that can um create the tension. So I'm just trying to like pull it tight so that it will just like re-correct itself, and we'll have like a tight exterior. Don't we all want that? It's just such bullshit, and it's fucking knotted again. I'm over this. Oh my gosh, I'm over this. Mainstays, I was talking you up. I was saying how cool you were, and now I think we might need to have a rediscussion on how you may or may not have betrayed me. Because this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. And I know there's some things with my winder that will be discussed with my winder. But mainstays, come on, you gotta get it together. There's knots every 5 seconds. This shit, so you gotta work on that, honey. You gotta. Oh, I pulled too hard. Ooh, that scared me. Ugh. Okay, so now we're at like a weird. Okay, what are we doing, place? Okay, so if I pull this, put it back in this. Okay, then we should, in theory. Okay, so there's this big ass knot. Like, why are there so many knots? I mean, like I said, they're not like one piece of yarn has ended, another has started. It's just like they're just like knots of yarn on themselves. And I don't get, like, are there like spinning machines or something? Like, not good? I don't know. And here's another knot. Like, seriously, this is so fucking annoying. Okay. This has turned what I thought would be something that would be fairly easy into something that is supremely annoying. Oh my gosh, there's another knot. I'm not making this up. This is so annoying. Okay. Okay, this is so fucking annoying. I just want to cut it off. I just want to cut it off. Okay, we're gonna have a drink. We're gonna have a drinking moment. This show promotes drinking. Okay, so let me just like get a little bit at a time. Okay. So now we're just twisted. Okay, so I'm just gonna. It's just like it's knots upon knots. It's so bad. It's Dawn knots. It's the Dawn knots of knots, where it's just knots. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. But I need some levity to keep from going absolutely berserk on this shit. Okay, so let's create some tension. Not too much tension that we break our winder. And we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end. Okay. Pulled too much. It was too ambitious, apparently, which is quite rude. Okay, so okay, and 'tis done. Okay, so normally what I do is I will unravel the ball a little bit, and then I will go around about 3 times. I know a lot of people have been putting like hair clips in. I don't have any of those. So, I mean, if I put a stitch marker, it would come out. I don't have anything, so I just like to 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 jam it underneath those like couple of strands. And that is my really terribly spun. Oh my gosh, it's so loose on the inside. It's like your mom. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not playing that game. Okay, so the red is a ball-ish like shape. Okay, so well, that like amped up my adrenaline. Okay, so I am gonna just take this yarn tape and stick it in the center, so I know what yarn this is. Although, how could I forget a joyous time like that? So I'm going to work on painting this. This isn't a very like paint-proof area, so I'm really hoping this goes okay. That'd be cool. I have the paint, and then I think I'm gonna try to do glitter as well, assuming that the paints don't go horrifically wrong. Or maybe if they do go horrifically wrong, you know, then I can cover it with glitter. So I've got a white, bright green, and a black. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the black first, so I can kind of see how things are going, and then yeah. So I think I'm gonna do 3 sizes of black brush. I don't think I want like this one. It's not really what I want, but it's just all I'm getting. So brush hair is already falling onto it, which is great. I'm gonna cut off this little like burlap or ute or whatever this shit is. I'm gonna cut it off because it just gets in the way, and then you don't want to use it anyways, and then you end up using it, but it looks like shit, and you're like, man, I could have just done this with yarn because I have like a metric ton of it. That's where we're going today. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on getting around the detail of the poison raised sign. So if you can't tell, the poison is raised and the skull and crossbones, and then I'm gonna put the bubbles down here. So so yeah, it's raised, so I'm gonna have to paint the black around it. So I figured it'd be better to get the black on while there was no green on it. I don't know if that's the truth or not. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my mid-size brush, and I just squirted some on. Oh God, this is so annoying. Everything is annoying. What the fuck? My computer, I'm real. Second, I second I put paint on my brush. Okay, so trying to go in and be like with like finesse. It's really okay. So the medium-sized brush is a little too big, so it's good for like other places. So I have a couple of different green glitters that I can use for this project because, of course, I've got many green glitters, and many glitters of all kind, but especially green. So I have a couple different ones that I might pull in depending on what I want the overall look to be. Oh God, I got black on it already. It's not a lot, but it's like enough where I'm like, oh man. So yeah, that just fucked that up. Okay, oh my gosh, now it's everywhere. Painting is so stressful. I don't know how anyone does this for fun. This is not fun. I'm sure it's fun for people, but it's just not fun for me. I do like watercolor painting because it's like if you don't like something, you just put water on it and rub it enough and it goes away. Okay, so we're definitely putting glitter on this. I've established that. Um, but yeah, I like watercolor because you can fix your mistakes a lot easier. Whereas acrylic, I don't really know how to fix my mistakes, but I know I make a lot of them, so I need to figure that out. Okay, so I am going between the letters. It's really, really hard to make it look nice. Um, I need to go ahead and switch to the tiny brush, but I'm just trying to get the big spaces with the bigger brush so that it doesn't have to do like as much work. But what do I know? Nothing. That's the answer. This is so bad. This is so bad. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna get through this black that I put down and then call it a night because I'm fucking over life right now. Like everything sucks. Everything is hard. Why do I always and I all like every single year I buy these like wooden cutout things because they're so cool, and then they were so hard for me to paint. I do this every single year. I can't think of a year that I haven't done this, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm the biggest idiot in the world because I just keep on forgetting that I can't do these because I my hands shake like my it's just a no. It's just a no. Okay, so I'm going just like around like the whole applique and just like laying down that black. I'm not going all the way to the edge right now because again, I'm not really on like a painting surface, and I don't want to get paint all over my like yarn and stuff. That's not the move today. Oh man, I just put some black on the skull. Okay, so we're getting to the end of the black where I can be done with this garbage. Oh, and I forgot I was gonna do bubbles. So that's okay. So this is where I got, and I hate it. I hate everything already. So I'm gonna drink my drink and reflect on this evening's events with you. Um, okay. So today I finished my wrist restraints. I finished a packer. And I finished something else. What did I finish? I don't know, something. Was it on here? I don't know. So I finished the things in the morning. Then I got some sleep. And then I um, let's see. I made a blindfold. I apparently wound a ball of yarn. It's so bad. It's not even funny. Um, and then worked on my hood some. That was cool. I really am stoked about the hood. And then I've been thinking a lot about the giveaway. If we get to $300 with the fundraiser, some of the I look around and I see some yarn that I'm like, this would be great for the giveaway because like someone could actually make something with it, do stuff with it. Like I'm really trying to think of like I don't want to give like a bunch of like random like single balls because then like it's harder to kind of string everything together. But I really want to kind of make some stuff that people can have fun with, or send some stuff that people can have fun with. So I really hope we get to 300. That would be cool, but we'll see. And I'm still gonna do the marathon. So this water is so good. I wish. I mean, it's not like super expensive. It's pretty expensive. I'm probably gonna get my other mini cauldrons. These are the mini ones right here. They're like soup size. So I'm probably gonna get them out. Maybe just one at a time and start kind of putting things in them around my house. I really want to get things feeling very witchy, very um, bubble bubble, boil and toil, and that kind of thing that my brain isn't even processing right now. Bubble and boil, toil and trouble. Is that it? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go, but thank you for hanging out with me. And I will talk to you later. Bye.